Order of operations, BODMAS, with 3 or more steps. What are they? The rules that say which calculation comes first in an expression. Why? So that there is a set standard of rules. Interesting fact, octopuses have 3 hearts. So let's take a look at what they stand for. B for brackets, O for orders, which are powers, exponents, square roots, and anything of the like. D for divide, M for multiply, A for add, S for subtract. So let's take a look at the expressions. We're going to take a look at each one individually in a second. But remember, the reason why BODMAS looks like that on the left side of your screen is because brackets goes on top because it's the first step you look for. Order is the next step, and divide and multiply is what you look for third. They're on the same line because they are inverses. And same thing for add and subtract. They're on the same line because they are inverses. And you can also think of, if you ever played a game called hopscotch, and you start your way on brackets, you hop on one foot, you hop again to the next square, and then when you hop again, you land on both feet at the same time. Same concept, you do it at the same time. So let's take a look at the expression of the first example. And let's take a look at the steps. Step 1, brackets. Step 2, order. Step 3, divide or multiply. Step 4, add or subtract. So the first thing we see is brackets. So we're going to have to work our way first inside the brackets. And since we're dealing with subtraction and addition in the brackets, we're going to do the one on the left first because that's how you read in English. You start on the left and you work your way across. So 22 minus 5 is 17. Now we're still going to work our way in the brackets, and we get 17 plus 6, which is 23. And now we're going to go ahead and add 4 plus 23, which gives us 27. Okay, and then 27 is your answer. So let's take a look at example 2, where in this particular circumstance, we have 7 times the brackets of 5 minus 3 times 4. So remember, if you have a number next to a parentheses, it means multiplication. So we're going to go ahead and worry about the brackets first because that is the first step that we have to worry about. And when we do 5 minus 3, we get 2. Now, once again, if a number is right next to a parentheses, it means multiplication. So 7 times 2 is 14. And then 14 times 4 is 56. And that is your answer. Now let's go ahead and move on to the next example where we have 8 times the brackets of 6 plus 4 divided by 2. Okay, so once again, we have brackets. So we're going to have to work with that first. So 6 plus 4 is 10. Now we have times and divide in our next step. Which one do we do first? Well, since there's only divide and times left, we just read it left to right. So we get 8 times 10, which is 80. And then 80 divided by 2, which is 40. So my answer is 40. Let's take a look at example 4. So we have the brackets of 27 minus 9 divided the brackets of 3 times 2. So we have 2 brackets in this case. Which one do we do first? Well, as we do in English, what do? We read from left to right. So we need to do the one on the left first. So 27 minus 9, which is 18. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and take a look at the next bracket, which is 3 times 2, which gives us 6. Okay, and then now we can do the last step, which is 18 divided by 6, which is 3. So now we're going to go ahead and take a look at the last example, which is 2 plus 4 times 5 minus 6 divided by 3. So in this case, we're going to go ahead and take a look at the steps. We don't have brackets. Okay, but we do have 2 things that are on level 3, which is divide and multiply. Which one do we do first? Well, we're going to do the one on the left first because that is how you read in English. So 2 plus 4 times 5 minus 6 divided by 3. So in that process, we're going to do 4 times 5 first, which is 20. And then now we're going to do the 6 divided by 3 because that's the next step, which is 2. Now we're going to add 2 plus 20, which is 22. 22 minus 2 is 20, and that is your final answer. Okay, now it is your turn, so go ahead and pause the video so you can take your time to answer these questions, and I will show you the answers in 3, 2, and 1. Here they are. If you got them correct, well done. If you didn't, there's always tomorrow.